Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you for taking the time tonight to view in. This is Melissa's launch. So tonight you guys are going to hear a little bit from me about the business itself, about the business model, and about the philosophy of our company. And it's really just a way for you to be educated on what Melissa has decided to jump into. This is an incredible business opportunity. It's an incredible time to get involved. And I know that we talked probably over 2 years ago when she first learned about Arbonne. So I'm really excited to have you on our team now. So before I get started, I'm going to let Melissa say hello, and then I will get into what Arbonne is all about.
Hi, I'm Melissa Person-Ashforth, and I got involved with using the Arbonne products about 2 years ago, and I love them. However, I wasn't ready at the time to actually join the program. And through working many hours in corporate America and realizing that I'm just a number and can be terminated at any time, regardless of how hard I worked or my performance was excellent, that I decided to jump in, make an investment, and move forward. My life is about healthy mind, body, and spirit, and Arbonne is all about healthy mind, body, and spirit. And I love the products. I love the people, the positivity that you're surrounding yourself. I believe in constant transformation, and Arbonne's about constant transformation too. And usually when you get a group of women together, it can be somewhat catty. And I have found that that wasn't the case with the Arbonne women. In addition to that, I have family members that are involved with it now. So obviously this has become a family affair, and I'm looking forward to rocking it. So thanks.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to be looking this way because we have actual guests in here as well, so I'm going to do my best. So before I get started, I will tell you guys a little bit about my story. So my name is Jenny Bertram, and I've been doing Arbonne for 3 years. So last year was my Arbonne anniversary of my 3-year anniversary. And 3 years ago, this is absolutely nothing I was ever considering doing. This has never been on my radar. Network marketing in general, I had a very antiquated view of what that was. I really didn't have an idea to begin with. All I knew in my mind was magazines being thrown on my driveway. That's what I knew of network marketing, and that was about it. And so when I saw this from the outside, I thought this kind of a company was like a lipstick company. I thought it was something where it was just a little hobby, you do it on the side, and it was like this girly girl thing. And I know I'm dressed cute right now, but I'm actually in the environmental industry. And so I've been in the environmental industry almost, 5-6 years now. And so my life 3 years ago was me in jeans and work boots and a t-shirt and my hair up, working out in the field 40, 50, 60 hours a week with a bunch of men on construction equipment. And I do enjoy field work. I love working outside, but I am actually originally from Tennessee. I live in New Jersey now. So at that point, here I am in the middle of all of these men at gas stations and commercial sites thinking, okay, how am I going to make actual friends? I had this whole network of people in Tennessee from middle school through post-college, and then I didn't know anybody, and it was a culture shock in many ways for me. And so I guess Arbonne really fell into my lap. I went to see my friend Maria, who I hadn't seen for almost a year. I did not know she had started her own business. I did not know about Arbonne at all. I literally went to her house because she said free facials, and I was working outside all the time. And so I was like, I play in the dirt. I'm gonna go get a free facial and maybe I'll make some friends because I don't know anybody. So lo and behold, Maria had started her Arbonne business almost a year prior. And at this point, when I went to her house, she had just earned herself a free Mercedes-Benz paid for by Arbonne, and she had replaced her teaching salary within about 4 months of her business. And that to me was huge because Maria was one of the busiest people that I knew. She worked over 70 hours a week. She was a music teacher. She had 2 part-time jobs. Her husband had his own business. He still does. And she had a son that she never saw. And this was something for her that really transformed her life. And so to fast forward for Maria's story, she actually just this past month promoted to the very top of the company within 4 years of her business. So for me, I heard about this and I'm sitting here doing this facial thing and I'm like, okay, this is really fun. These products are really great. I heard about the philosophy, and I've also had a lifestyle of health and wellness and really trying to eat right and work out my whole life. I really wasn't thinking about what was going on my skin. And the reality is it takes only about 26 seconds from something being on our skin to get into our bloodstream to our liver. So it's almost more important what we're putting on our bodies to what we're actually putting in our bodies. So that really intrigued me right there. And then Maria did start talking about the business model, which I'm going to go over in a minute. And I do not have a single ounce of business in my background. I have not been a desk job person ever. I don't know what business suits look like. Seriously. So, but even me, I was sitting in her kitchen at the kitchen counter doing this facial thing. And then I'm like finding myself kind of like, okay, this sounds really, really amazing. My heart started beating fast and I started thinking, I think I kind of want to do this. So I literally went home that night with a business folder. I went and talked to my dad and I said, it's not one of those pyramid things. If it's not, I'm going to jump in and do it. He looked it over. He was like, yeah, it looks good. I told my boyfriend, I don't care if you're supportive or not, I'm going to do this anyways. And luckily he was. But for me, I jumped in that night. Literally, I just went home with the business. I had no clue what I was going to be doing. I didn't know what a product was. I was a Dove soap person, so I didn't even know what like face serum was or any of that. And so 3 years ago, this business was about me. I saw, I can make some friends, which I've made tons of friends and made incredible relationships, whether or not they have to do with my business. But because of Arbonne, I've been able to meet people and it's given me an excuse to talk to people. But the other thing is, of course, financially. And I thought it might take me a really long time to make any money, like maybe $100. That would be really great. Like, I'll see what happens. And now that I've been doing this for 3 years, I just promoted to the 3rd level of management last month, which I'll go over the different levels. And it's something that just through being consistent and coachable over time, it's inevitable that you will grow up in those levels. But now that I'm at that 3rd level and I'm driving the free Mercedes-Benz, which is crazy still, I think it's a rental. It's like going away sometime soon, but it's not. That to me is evidence to people that it's possible because I'm not somebody special. I was not able to do this and talk to people and computers and things all at once. It's something that I've grown into because I've had an amazing support system for the past 3 years. This is a business you get in for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And that's why I think Arbonne is really different than a lot of companies out there because they do have the support. And I actually was laughing about the thing that Melissa said about a lot of times you get women together and they're catty. And I've always been the tomboy around a lot of guys. I can, drink whiskey and smoke cigars or whatever. And I didn't avoid girls, but I was definitely the girl that was shy to be around groups of girls. And so I will attest to the fact that this has helped me get over the fear of pretty girls. Everybody's incredible. And there are a lot of men in this business too. This is not just a women's business, but the women that are in this business are incredibly supportive and amazing, and we're not catty at all. So that's just a little bit about my story. This is something that I'm really passionate to share, and I'm really, really excited for Melissa. I encourage anybody that is listening or watching tonight to really listen with an open mind, because this is something I was not looking for. I don't think most people were looking for this. I don't think anybody, including myself, was like, you know what, one day I'm going to be a network marketer and I'm going to provide some health and wellness products and that's going to be my financial future. Like, that was not something. However, that is my reality. Like, that is my reality. I love what I do now. I work for the United States Geological Survey. So now, instead of being in the middle of a construction field with a lot of men on equipment, I'm in the middle of a river. And I love it. But if I don't have to do that, or God forbid, we have a furlough because I work for the federal government, it won't matter because I have my business. So speaking of which, I will go ahead and tell you guys about the 4 levels of management in Arbonne. And this is one thing that I love. No matter what you do, if you have a GED or a bachelor's or a PhD, everybody starts at the same level. The first level is district manager. District managers on average make around $1,200 a month, and this is based on part-time hours. The second level is area manager. Area make an average of $3,000 to $5,000 plus a month, still based on part-time hours. And at this level, the business is willable to your family up to 3 generations. So what this means is, God forbid something were to happen to you, everything that comes into your business after you are no longer on this planet will continue to go to your family. The scenario I put out there is that because I use Arbonne and I'm healthy and taking care of myself, I'm going to live until I'm 100 years old. And even then, I get to pass this business to my family. We have the ability to leave a legacy where, most of the times, obviously, if you lose a job or you're fired or you retire. Oh, that's a motorcycle sound. Sorry, her phone was ringing. I couldn't figure out what that noise was earlier. It's a motorcycle. I like that. But really, so the fact that we have the ability to leave a legacy, I think, is a really important thing. Then the third level of management is regional vice president. And a regional vice president, we make an average of $5,000 to $8,000 plus a month, still based on part-time hours. And at this level, we do get a cash allowance towards a free Mercedes-Benz. It is real. You can either lease or you can own it. And you can get whatever model you want. It just has to be white because it stands for pure, safe, and beneficial. And once again, some people want to get it for the car. People are really excited to get a Benz. I drive a Subaru. I love my Subaru. I will say though, I've been driving my Benz like every day. I'm like, oh, whatever, Subaru. But it really is just an incredible thing that Arbonne does to thank us for doing what we're already doing. And then the last level of management is national vice president. And national vice presidents make an average of $25,000 to $35,000 a month, still based on part-time hours. Some do make a little less, but some do make up into the six figures on a monthly basis, still based on part-time hours. And I will tell you this, I just promoted to the third level of management. I did the exact same thing when I was a district manager, when I was an area manager, and when I was a regional vice president. The activity is the same. The only thing that's different is me personally, because of personal growth I've experienced and time that has passed in me being consistent in my business. I've built this business on top of my full-time career in the nooks and crannies of my life. So that's what's really important here. So now that you guys know the compensation plan, I will tell you a little bit about the company itself. We are a 35-year-old health and wellness company. We are 100% Swiss formulated and botanically based. We are pH correct and hypoallergenic. We are certified gluten-free, vegan. We are GMO screened. We are kosher. We are soy-free. We are dairy-free. In regards to our nutrition line, we are certified a low glycemic index. So that means if you have blood sugar issues or you're really into your working out and you really don't want to have that crash after you drink your protein shakes in the morning, it's a sustained energy and you stay full long. I drink a protein shake at like 6 in the morning every single day and I'm not hungry until 11:30, 12 o'clock, and they're delicious, really delicious. And then most recently we released a line called our Phytosport, and this is a pre, during, and post-workout supplement. There's not a single product on the market like this product line because of the certifications that we have. It's also, and I don't remember the acronym because it's brand new, but it's a BSCG something, but it's basically certified drug-free, because a lot of pre and post-workout supplements have some type of stimulants or drugs that are not good for you. So this is just basically ensuring everything you're getting there is good. It's actually food grade, and it is safe for pregnant and breastfeeding women to use as well, which I thought was really exciting. So you can still work out if you're a pregnant, working out mom. And then we are the pediatrician, dermatologist, and ophthalmologist tested and approved. We are approved by the American Cancer Society and the American Modeling Association. And then the biggest thing that really got my attention when it comes to Arbonne is the fact that in the United States, it is completely unregulated what is put in our personal care products. Some people know this, some people don't, but the good news is it is becoming a lot more public. It is really, the more and more that I see, the more time that passes, regular news channels, you're like everything, it's everywhere. Cancer rates are being directly linked to your personal care products because it goes into your bloodstream. So people are finding out they have hormone disruptions or neurological disorders or something else that's not family history, and it's being linked to these things. So Arbonne, for 35 years, it's been our mission statement to be pure, safe, and beneficial. And as I mentioned, we're Swiss formulated. So we ban over 1,400 toxins and chemicals from being used in our formulations, while in the United States, there are currently only about 12 that are banned. So I heard that number and I was kind of surprised. And even then I was thinking, you know, I don't use that many products. I'm not a product person, but just think about your basic showers. Like, so for me, I was thinking when I was in the environmental field and definitely wasn't wearing any makeup, you still have shampoo, conditioner, body wash, face wash, then any kind of face cream, sunscreen, toothpaste, deodorant, you know, any kind of hair care products. And then when you do get into any makeup, or if you do drink protein shakes or use any vitamins, so that's 10, 15, 20 right there. The average amount of chemicals on a woman on a daily basis is around 525 chemicals in our bloodstream flowing through our organs. Men, it's about half of that. So that's why you want to really pay attention to this. So I'm not going to go over 1,400 because A, I don't know them all, and B, that would be very long and sad. But I will go over some of the most important ones that you want to look out for that are going to be in about 99% of the products that are currently out there, especially in the United States. So the first one is mineral oil. Mineral oil is simply a byproduct of petroleum. So you take crude oil and you distill it, and you get gasoline on one side and you get mineral oil on the other. So literally the sludge on the bottom of the barrel. So this was 10, 20, 30 years ago. Mineral oil is this byproduct. It's a clear liquid, it's a large molecule, it's colorless, it's odorless. So instead of these gasoline companies spending literally billions of dollars to dispose of this waste in an environmentally safe way, they say, okay, we can sell to these personal care companies for super cheap as a filler. So of course, for these personal care companies, it's amazing. Typically 30 to 60% at least of a product is going to be mineral oil, and the small remaining percentage is going to be the actual good ingredients. So the reason you do not want mineral oil in your products is because it's an occlusive toxin. So it literally acts like saran wrap around your skin, so it keeps anything good from coming in and anything bad from coming out. Of course, our skin is our largest organ on our body, so you're shutting down your body's ability to detoxify. So you're going to keep those toxins in longer, you're not going to be sweating them out properly, plus what you're paying for that product, you're not getting that full value. Mineral oil is actually the second cause of aging behind the sun, which I find kind of ironic too, because here you are thinking you're going to be putting something on, and that's why you're not seeing the results. So the second thing you want to look out for is parabens. Parabens are a known carcinogen. They've been directly linked to every breast cancer tumor clinically tested, and more recently to cervical cancer. It's a preservative that allows companies to keep these products in warehouses for 20, 30, 40 years at a time. Well, obviously we are going to be using these in theory within 3 to 6 months. There's ethylparaben, methylparaben, polypropylparaben. You want to stay away from all parabens. There's no reason to have them. The United States is unfortunately one of the only countries that still allows parabens in our formulations. Then another thing you want to look out for is phthalates. Phthalates is a plasticizer. It's a PTH word. It is a toxin that builds up in your body and cannot be detoxified out. Phthalates are actually typically higher in children's products than they are in adult products, and it's because of that nice texture. And the reason you don't want phthalates, it's also known to be a neurological disorder and a hormone disruptor. And then formaldehyde is the #1 known preservative in all products. And sometimes people tell me that and they're like, okay, I don't really get that. It's not on the labels. Well, once again, there are no labeling laws. And even companies that claim that they're telling you everything, they'll sneak it in there because there'll be 2, 3, 4 ingredients, and when you add them together, they form formaldehyde. Once again, it's a known carcinogen. It's what they preserve dead bodies with. You do not need it in your products. It is very, very bad for you. And makeup-wise, lead in lipstick. The darker the color, the longer the lasting. That means there's more lead. Once again, it's a heavy metal. It stays in your body. It's a neurotoxin. And then tar in your eyeliner and in your mascara. That's why if you have a waterproof mascara, it's just tar. And that's why like 4 days later, even if you haven't worn mascara, you're still getting the like things under your eyes, which was me. Like in college, I was like, I only wear mascara once a month, but it's there every day. Seriously. So those are some of the main ones you want to look out for. Melissa can definitely send you guys a list of the other major ones you want to look out for. But it's equally important to what we don't put in our products as to what we do put in our products. Another thing with Arbonne that I love is we always go a step further. Is if something's even considered or suspected to be toxic, then we will stop formulation until we find a safer ingredient. Because that is our #1 thing. And if for some reason we can't find it, we just will not make that product anymore. So now to the exciting part, and this is talking about network marketing. So as I mentioned, network marketing is something that I definitely was not educated on, and I think a lot of people have what we have as an idea in our mind. And one of those reasons is because there are a lot of network marketing companies out there, or direct sales companies, and I thought that they were all kind of created equal, and they absolutely are not. But one thing that really excites me is the fact that while network marketing is one of the most misunderstood industries, is also one of the oldest industries to date, and it is currently the fastest growing industry in the entire world. There are more millionaires in the world as a direct result of network marketing than in any other industry. So that's where I get excited first and foremost. There's only 2 definitions of network marketing. They are really, really simple. The first one is word of mouth advertising. We do that every single day of our whole entire lives. We talk about the best mechanic in town. We talk about who our favorite hairdresser is, where we got our best pair of hiking boots. That's network marketing. I tell my friend, you know, what my favorite bottle of wine is. She goes and buys it. I don't get a free bottle of wine, unfortunately. That's just the way it works. So with Arbonne, I eat, sleep, and drink Arbonne products. And if somebody wants to try it and they decide that they either want to learn how to make an income by using them or by providing them to their friends and family, I get paid by Arbonne to do that. So the reason network marketing is the fastest growing industry is because of technology, because of social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. We literally have instant global access to thousands of opinions within seconds. And that's why also these major corporations aren't really able to hide as much as they used to be able to hide, because as soon as information is available to the public, it is widespread. I mean, you think of all the stupid stuff that spreads like wildfire on Facebook and things like that. But when real information comes out, it's instant. So results speak. And so for me, it's also a quick way. I can reach out to 20, 30 friends at once, copy and paste the message, personalize it to the person I'm talking to, and I'm done. I'm not going door to door. I'm not cold calling people. I'm making real relationships and real connections, just in a different way. So the second definition of network marketing is simply an alternate distribution system. So this really means where are your products being moved around to. So when you go to a traditional retailer, I could literally be investing in 6 different industries before I'm even paying for the quality of the product. Because you have the warehouser, the wholesaler, the retailer, the multi-trillion-dollar industry of advertising, and everybody involved. They all want a piece of the pie. So just think about the advertising industry alone. You know, celebrities like Halle Berry get paid $50 million to endorse Revlon. And I know I'm not going to go to Walmart and see her in her Benz, you know, or her Beamer driving up to buy her eyeshadow. And we're not looking at catalogs or billboards or commercials. I mean, nobody even really watches commercials anymore. And think about the money that goes into that. So what Arbonne does is we take all of that money and we put it to the manufacturing facility and the client. And the only person in between is an independent consultant. So that's where that compensation plan makes sense. That's where the quality of the product comes in. We are considered an ultra premium quality product, which is the highest quality out there, but we are priced below premium price point, and premium products are going to be your department store brands, your Estee Lauder, your Clinique, your Lancome, and we're priced below that. And that is because we are network marketing. So we're putting our money back into the quality. We're making the products affordable to everyday people, and they're also rewarding us as consultants. You know, here's the deal. I literally own a multi-million-dollar business, and all I need is a laptop and a cell phone and a car, ideally, unless you live in a place with a lot of public transportation. But really, that's all you need. And Arbonne provides the rest. We just released a brand new website. It is phenomenal. It's super user-friendly. It's preparing us for our globalization that we're going through. And we have our own personal website. I didn't have to hire a guy to make a website for me and spend extra money to get it all done. This is something Arbonne does. We have tons of training documents. We have tons of in-person trainings. We have an incredible mentorship program. This is something Arbonne provides. I just need to have some products and to be able to talk about them. And that's it. So the part that really got me when I was learning about the business was when I heard about the 4 key factors of network marketing. And because network marketing is the fastest growing industry right now, they're teaching in universities all over the United States the 4 key factors of network marketing. And this is where things really start to make sense as far as if you're considering a business. Basically, they say if you're considering a company to get involved with, they should have at least one of the 4 key factors. I truly believe, and obviously I'm a little biased, that Arbonne is going to be one of the #1 network marketing companies globally in the next few years, is because we have all 4 key factors. So the first key factor of network marketing is a consumable product. When you consume something, you're going to buy it again. When people fall in love with something that works, they're going to continue to buy it over and over again. We provide personal care products. That's it. We have something for every single person on this planet. And you're going to shower every single day. I'm not providing a niche product. I'm not providing something that you might not normally use. We're providing you with your everyday essentials. The average household spends $150 a person monthly on personal care products. So why not learn how to redirect it into your own store for something that is going to be really high quality, that's going to be affordable, that you get paid for? Why not? So the second key factor is marketplace demand. And this is also a really exciting piece of the pie, because marketplace demand, when you're looking at a business, you want to know who is your market, who can you reach out to. We literally have something for everyone. We have a baby line approved on 0 to 3 month olds. We have a #1 clinically tested anti-aging line that has been tested against several hundred other brands globally. We have a skincare for every single skin type in between. We have an aromatherapy line. We have a detox spa line. We have an award-winning makeup line. And we have a phenomenal nutrition line. I could talk about the nutrition alone for like 2 hours. I won't, but I will. But no, it is phenomenal. We have it for your everyday essentials, for weight loss, and for fitness. We have something for everybody. That's why men and women of all ages, of all professions can do this business. Initially, people might be drawn to one of our product lines. Somebody might be a makeup artist and love our makeup and really be drawn to talking about that. But then through building their business, they will learn more about the nutrition, about the other skincare lines. For me, I was into the nutrition. I was not into the makeup, but through learning my business and building it and growing it, I've gotten to love it. I love our new lipstick, by the way. It's amazing. But that's the thing. We have something for everyone. We have men in this business that are incredibly successful. They get the bottom line. They see the compensation plan, they see the business model, and they know that this is something that's brilliant. We're all showering. I don't care if you're a guy and you just use soap, you can do this business. My brother's in this business. He works out. He's a personal trainer. And so he promotes the fitness and then the business side of things. If you're a really outgoing guy and you have some girlfriends or your mom or your sister and you're willing to have a little get together with all the lady friends, you're just putting yourself out there even more to be even more successful a little bit quicker. But this is a business that can be built in multiple ways. And that's why it also works. And it can be done globally through things like this fun Google Hangout thing that we've been using. So now the third key factor of network marketing is what really keeps me up at night and wakes me up really early in the morning. And I wake up like a crazy person in a really good way, is that right now there's a massive collision going on between the health and wellness industry and the home-based business boom. So the health and wellness industry is predicted to be the next $1 trillion industry. The last $1 trillion industry we saw was the dot-com boom back in the 80s, when we all started getting our own computers and dial-up internet and everything. That's how long it's been. And we see it. I mean, anybody that has a pulse really, whether or not you're partaking in the health and wellness revolution, knows everything is gluten-free, vegan, dairy-free, soy-free, quinoa and kale and coconut oil. And I'm all part of that, so I'm not like mocking it at all. But that's what it is. Everybody is into that. And it is predicted to continue to grow for the next 5-10 years and continue to exponentially grow. So health and wellness is not going anywhere. And as you see, if there is a catalog ad that you're looking at or a commercial, it's all promoting health and wellness. So the fact that Arbonne is 35 years old as a network marketing company, that alone is huge, because a lot of network marketing companies don't last more than a few years because they don't have a viable product or a viable business model. We've been around 35 years. We started off with a few product lines and we've grown and grown and grown, and we've had time to mess up and we've had time to perfect things. We have an incredible board of scientific advisors. One of the doctors on our board is part of the Mayo Clinic. We've been doing clinical trials with our nutrition products in the Mayo Clinic. So that right there is a really big deal. So we really have all of that backing on the health and wellness revolution side of things. So pair that with the home-based business boom. Yes, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of network marketing companies out there, but Arbonne is going to be one of the top companies. We are predicted to grow at least 600 to 700% between now and 2020. And this is according to an LRI industry report that Forbes magazine releases every year. And this was released last fall. So we saw that. We knew it was growing. I've only been doing this 3 years and I've seen things exponentially grow, but we're about to blow up. A part of it is because we continue to come out with these cutting edge products where there's nothing on the market like it. And there's not a single network marketing company out there that can compete with the quality of the products that Arbonne has to offer, and with the science backing that Arbonne has to offer. So the other part of this timing and trends is the fact that we're about to undergo one of the largest globalizations that network marketing has seen in a very long time. We are currently only in 5 countries. We're in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, Poland as of last year. We're going into Taiwan this year, and multiple countries at a time after that. So once again, you may or may not know anyone in any of those countries, but inevitably somebody in your network will, or you'll find a way to connect with people through things like LinkedIn. You will really find that way to make those connections with people that are on the other side of the world, which means when you're sleeping, you have a team on the other side of the world building their business. And that's exciting to me. I love traveling. So if you like traveling, then you can use that as a business expense. You can use it as a tax deduction. So back to the home-based business part of everything. Everybody wants a little something extra. We know jobs and job security is not what it used to be. We don't know if you're maybe paying into a pension, are you really going to get it? Is Social Security going to even exist when you're ready to retire? It takes an average of 5 years at least for somebody that graduates college to get a job in their industry, if ever. And part of that is because people that are at quote retirement age aren't retiring because they can't. They won't have that same standard of life if they retire. And so I have people on my team personally right now. One just retired, one is retiring in 5 years, and they have their own Arbonne business because they realize this is what's going to give them that standard of living where they can still travel and do the things that they want and not have to worry about money, and they can still help their family out as well. But then I also have people that are Gen Y that have just graduated college or not even graduated yet that are also doing this business because they see the value in having something that's your own. This is something that you can make your own. Some people get into this to get a discount of some really incredible products and maybe make a little extra money. If that's what you want to do, we will help you do that. If you love your career, but you just don't think you'll ever make enough, then this can supplement that and give you that extra money, your vacation money, your shoe money, whatever it might be. But if you maybe don't love your job, or you want to be a stay-at-home mom eventually, or you want to be able to travel, then this is going to be able to give you that as well. 3 years ago when I learned about this, and I jumped in the day that I heard it, I had no clue what I was going to get out of this. But my life looks drastically different than it did 3 years ago today. And a year from now, it's going to be even, Alexis knows, it's going to be crazy. And it's so exciting that I have the ability, that we have the ability to offer this to people, whatever that may look like. So the last key factor of network marketing, thank you, Alexis, is how this business works, one of the many ways. So one of the things when I did hear about network marketing and when I heard about Arbonne, I was like, well, I can never be a salesperson. That's one of the objections you get. Well, I'm not a salesperson. Well, I'm not a salesperson either. I shower and I use some protein shakes and stuff, and I talk to my friends about it. I can sincerely talk to you about it because I use these products and I truly do love them. And if there's something that I don't like, which is only a couple of things, but I'll tell you what they are later if you want. But really, then I won't recommend them. But the other thing is we offer full-size kits of our products to pass out to people to try on their own time. So even if it is something that I'm using and I love it, I'm giving you the opportunity to take this kit home of a full-size product and try it on your own time. So say I have a full-time job and I'm going to school after my full-time job, or I'm going from my full-time job to my part-time job, or on a date night, and I have 10 minutes, I'm going to see my friend Ashley, she's picking up the kids. So I go, hey, Ashley, I just started my own business. This is one of our best products. I would absolutely love for you to take it home and try it for a few days, pamper yourself. In the meantime, my business card is in here, and on the back of it is a pre-recorded phone call introducing you to this business. I absolutely love what I do. It has totally changed my life, and I know you're looking for a little extra money. I think it'd be so much fun to do this with you. Why don't you take a listen? Let me know if you have any questions, and in the meantime, enjoy the products. We'll meet up on Wednesday. And that's it. So it takes me a couple of minutes to introduce this product to somebody. Because they're ultra premium quality, most people have never experienced that quality before. I know I hadn't. I mean, I was using Dove soap, but still. Either way, people see results very, very quickly. And so that right there, results sell. People come back, oh my gosh, when can I get this? How can I earn this? What are discounts that you can provide? And then they might have listened to that phone call and said, you know what, like I'm gonna be talking to my friends about this anyways. Tell me a little bit more how I can get involved. I really wanna know. So obviously right here, this is our anti-aging line. It is our #1 selling line. So I do like to pass this out, whether it's a man or a woman. But if somebody has a baby and they have allergies and they want to see if something else works before they have to use steroid cream on their kid, then they can try the baby line. Or they want to try our sunless tanner and our firming body cream, which is a really amazing combination this time of the year. I love it. We can do that. But the point is it's full-size products people get to try. It's a results approach. On top of that, people ask me, do you have to have parties to do this kind of business? And I always like to put this out there. You do not have to have parties or presentations. Will they make you move faster? Yes. I do recommend if you are able to, if you have the network to, by all means, have people over to your house, pamper them, have a good time. I'm from the South, so I love having people over. I love cooking for people and having them in my home. But that being said, if you're so busy that you just really don't have the time, and if you don't have the space, you can simply build a really big business just through passing out these kits, getting them on phone calls, having them watch live broadcasts while you're at home with your kids because they're sick. this is something that you can do in so many different ways. I commute to and from my regular job, an hour and 15 minutes. A lot of that time for me is my Arbonne time. I do phone calls to my team, to somebody that's wanting to learn more about the business on my commute that I'm doing anyway. So this really fits in. So to put it in perspective of time, when you're working your regular 40-hour work week, you get paid for 40 hours. If you work 30 hours, you're gonna get paid for 30. If you work 50 or 60 hours, with my old job at least, I didn't get paid overtime. So with Arbonne, we get paid on network marketing and direct sales. We are a combination of both. It used to be a lot of companies were just direct sales, and now because of what Arbonne has been doing as a business model, most new companies mimic what we do, which is a really big compliment. So the direct sales aspect is, if I give this kit out to my friend Ashley, that was her name, right? Then Ashley says, oh my gosh, I really wanna buy these products. I will get a commission on this kit right away. That's right now money. But then say Ashley's like, I'm going to start my own business. I really see myself doing this and talking to my friends about it anyways. Then she's going to start building her team, and she's going to start finding people that are going to use the products as well. So that is also over time going to be residual income, because that is where everybody over time is going to build that base of clients that love the product, that are going to continue to purchase. So because we do that, just to put it in perspective of time, say I only have 10 hours of work to put into my business a week. I'm going to find 4 people to do the exact same thing. That's going to be 50 hours of work I'm getting paid on, still for only putting in 10. And then those 4 people are going to want exactly what I'm doing. So they're going to get 4 people putting in 10 hours of work. I'm going to get paid on over 210 hours of work, still for only putting in 10. Once again, that's just over time, that's inevitable. And we all start with the exact same compensation plan. Everybody has the exact same ability. It's like a giant Facebook. And I only give you a 10-hour example because that's easy math, but you can put in as little as 4 to 6 hours. Some people put in 10 to 12. It's whatever fits in the nooks and crannies of your life. So to really be simple on what we do here is, at the end of the day, before I sell a product or do anything else, we have made an active decision to stop supporting major corporations that don't care whether or not our families get cancer, that don't care what they're putting in our products. And I'm supporting some CEOs' vacation home and whatever, their Lamborghinis and whatever they're driving. And I'm putting it back into my pocket. I'm turning an expense into an income, and I'm teaching and training people to do the exact same thing. That is the only difference. That's all we've done. Alexis and Melissa and I said, hey, these are amazing products. I'm going to start shopping from my own store. That is it. Arbonne is internet-based. Everything is ordered from the website. It is shipped from the manufacturing facility to the doorstep of the person that ordered it. That is a really big deal. We cannot stock and deliver even if we wanted to. We have over 400 products. That's a lot. There's no way I could stock up on something because you don't know what somebody would want. Plus, because we use safe preservatives, our products typically expire within a year to a year and a half of being opened, which I love. So that literally means you're getting products that are made to order from the manufacturing facility. So there are 4 ways that you can get involved in Arbonne. There are 2 ways to purchase. The first 2 ways is client and a preferred client. A preferred client, you pay $20 one-time fee. You get a full calendar discount of 20% off of all of your purchases. There's no minimum requirement. So you could buy something today and you could buy something 4 months from today, and you can still get that 20% off. Within your first month, you have the ability to get up to 50% off of everything that you want, including a free gift of a $50 value with your first 150 retail value purchase. And you also earn $10 on top of your 20% discount when you spend 150 or more in your first month. So basically you're getting a lot of great deals. People hear this information and they want to stock up and get rid of a lot of their junk. So Arbonne really sets us up to be able to offer that to you. Another thing about preferred clients that is great is that you actually have your own ID number attached to the consultant. So we are here for your customer service. We're here to answer questions, to show you new products. But some people just like to be online at night at 11 o'clock with their glass of wine, shopping online. So you don't have to wait to get in touch with your consultant. You can just go on yourself, but then it's still connected. So on our end, it's another way that we leverage our time. I've been doing this 3 years. I have a good solid base of preferred clients, to where I'll look on my commission check and I'll see 4, 5, 6 preferred clients ordered, and I didn't even have to talk to them. So once again, that's just inevitable. And then the third way to get involved is, if you are open to it, is hosting. And hosting can look like this. It could be a 30 Days to Healthy Living presentation where you sample the nutrition products and really focus on what the 30 Days to Healthy Living program is. It could be a margaritas and mud masks party where you have margaritas and everybody gets their face creamed with their mud mask. It could be makeovers and mimosas, fun play on words. It could be really whatever it is that you're interested in. And for the person that's hosting, Arbonne offers up to 80% off of everything that you want for being a host. That is a gift they offer to you, plus a free $50 gift and free shipping. And then of course, our favorite way to get involved is as a consultant. And for anybody watching, this is all available in paper documents as well. So if you're a visual person, which I am, Melissa will be able to either personally give you a folder or email you the documents so you have them in front of you. But as a consultant, we get a 35% commission on all sales direct to us. We get a 15% commission on all preferred clients. We also have the ability to earn an override percentage of what our whole entire team produces on top of our own commissions. And this is the network marketing aspect. And this is because in Arbonne, we are a gratitude-based business, and we are a company that is built on supporting people and bringing people up with us. So when you start promoting in the business, Arbonne starts to pay us an override percentage. So when you go to district manager, you get 8% of what your whole entire team produces on top of your own commissions. When you become an area manager, you add a 6% commission on top of the 8% of what your whole entire area does. And then as a region, you add another 3%. And once again, there's a visual. You add another 3% to what your whole entire region does. Because when you're promoting, so are everybody else in your organization. We also have the ability to earn a cash bonus at every single management level. Something that we just learned at our global training conference last month in Las Vegas is that now we are getting paid on every earned bonus. The way it used to work is if I earned my area manager bonus, which was my highest at the time, I would get paid on just my area manager bonus, even if I earned my district. Now, if I earn my district, my area, and my region bonus, I can get paid on all three, which is an extra $1,200 a month on top of your regular commissions, which is crazy. Another thing that Arbonne does is we release incentive trips every year. And this is something else that they do just for doing your job. And I actually earned it from my boyfriend and I, which is also crazy. But this fall, we're going on an all-inclusive cruise on the Royal Caribbean to the Bahamas on the Oasis of the Seas for 7 days, paid for by Arbonne. And these are trips that you can earn for your family, and they pay this as a thank you. And then the biggest thing out of all of this is the mentorship and the training and the relationships that you get. We joke that this is a personal growth company in disguise, but it really is, but in a great way, because what you get in your business, the personal growth I've experienced does not just benefit my business, it benefits my life and my relationships. So it's a really incredible opportunity. So the last two things I want to leave with before we sign off here are two questions that were asked of me when I learned about this business. And these were two questions that I always like to put out there because they are a little scary, and I don't think they're things that we really think about on our own. But this is what kind of shifted my perspective to really take a serious look at this. So the first one is, if you continue doing what you're doing right now for the next 5 years, where do you see yourself, especially financially? I know I always get a lot of laughter, like, haha. And then secondly, if something were to happen to the main source of your income, how long could you survive on what you have saved? These are not questions we like to sit around thinking about, and this is not a scare tactic. This is just something serious because, I was looking at my life. I was working a full-time job. I had benefits. I had a salary. I was definitely not a spender. I'm still not a spender. And okay, I'd maybe put $100 in my savings account, and then it'd go away the next month or two because I had to spend it on something, and then I'd put a few hundred away, or I'd get my tax return, and then it'd go away. So that's where I saw this, and I was like, well, what do I have to lose? I have nothing to lose by jumping in and trying this. And I'm really glad that I did, because it's totally changed things. I'm going to address two things. Two of the biggest objections that I get in this business. First of all, is pretty much every single human being that's ever joined Arbonne has these objections, and I like to just be straightforward with them and address them. The first one is I don't have time. So none of us will ever have time until we make it the right time. There's never going to be a perfect timing for anything. I will tell you, this is an amazing time of the year to jump in and start your Arbonne business because it's the springtime. It's nice out. The days are longer. The kids are about to be out of school. This is an amazing time, but it's not going to be the best time until you make it the time. This is something that fits into the nooks and crannies that, we're always going to have life. We're always going to be busy. If you think about it like when you were single, or if you're single now, say you have the busiest schedule in the world, but then you're out at like a picnic and a really cute guy or girl comes up to you and it's like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? suddenly you have a completely free schedule and you're going to find a way to get with that person. That's the way this business is. When you find something that's worthwhile, you will find the time. The second thing I like to talk about as far as objections is the money part. I don't have the money. Well, that is exactly why I did this business. 3 years ago, I definitely did not have money. I did not know what a savings account even meant. I didn't know what that word was, literally. And I knew nothing was going to change unless I made a change. This is a business where we are a product of the product. We are a results approach. And that is one thing that Arbonne is really great about, is really having that attitude of honesty and integrity in this business. And once again, you will find a way to make things happen when it's something that you know is worth it in your gut. So I really appreciate all of you watching and you guys here for taking the time to listen and learn more about what Melissa's doing and about Arbonne in general. And congratulations again for jumping in. And I don't know if you want to say thank you and goodbye before we sign off.
Sure.
As you're adjusting.
Thank you and goodbye, and just do it. I regret waiting 2 years to step into this. I look at how far Alexis has come. She actually was paramount to me. The transformation in Alexis this past year has been unbelievably amazing. And it's through all the women and the training and the personal growth and the networking that's been done. I mean, I've watched her grow up. I actually have watched her grow up. It's just unbelievably amazing. So I'm looking forward to being successful here, and hopefully you'll join me too.
Thank you. Yay. Okay. Bye.